Hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. I hope you're having a wonderful day. On this quick video tutorial, I'm going to show you this fun idea that I thought of to make tea towels for St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up here soon, using these little tutus that I picked up at Target in the dollar spot thing for $3 a piece. So, and some green ink. It's going to be really fun. We're going to use these tea towels that came from Walmart. They're 28 by 28 inches. They're around $2 a piece. And anyways, it's gonna be fun. So let me just quick put a link here, and then we'll start at the very beginning. There we go. Okay, so let me grab my board and a tea towel. So I'm working today on just one of these plain Wilton cake boards. I like to use these for gluing and for stenciling to protect my craft desk. And the great thing about these is you get a pack of 4 at Walmart for around $4. When they're all cruddy or have lumpy, bumpy glue strings on them, you can just throw them in the recycle bin and start with a new one. And I'm also going to use some paper towels. So I get this question all the time. Do I wash my tea towels before I stencil them? And the honest answer is no. I usually don't. I mean, you certainly can if you want to. I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but it wouldn't hurt anything for you to do that if you want to. I don't know. I do heat set them, okay? So these tea towels that we're making today, they could be washed on gentle and probably dried on gentle, or maybe line dried. They're really more just for fun. And honestly, I want to just give you this idea so that when you're out and about and you see things, you can pick them up to do fun projects. But I'm using ink from Magnolia Design Company, and I put a link down at the bottom here. I pinned a link. We're going to use 2 different colors of green, emerald green, and then magnolia green. And we're using this stencil, Irish Kisses and Shamrock Wishes. It's just a silly, fun stencil. Not everything has to be, serious. So, and I always label the back, and I've already used it once. So I'm just gonna lay it on top of my tea towel. I do wanna kind of pull the wrinkles out. These tea towels are pretty thin, and they're meant really for you to dry your dishes with. Let's see, do I have any major folds in there? No. Okay. And I just like to always be making new tea towels for my house, especially when they only cost really just a couple of dollars. And also when my husband continues to clean the coffee maker with my new little darling tea towels that I made, I have to just keep making more. Anyways, I'm just teasing. Okay, so I am going to do this just kind of all over smear technique where we're blending these 2 colors. And I think that you should be able to see okay. If the comments are in the way, you can swipe them left or right or up or down, and they should disappear. So they're not in your way. And okay, so I'm just gonna grab a bunch of this emerald green and do some blobbies here and there. You might need a little bit more, I don't know. I do like when I'm doing this kind of blob technique, I do like for parts of the stencil to have just this one color, and then other parts to have the other color, and then other parts to have the 2 of them sort of mixed up together. So that's why I'm applying it like this. Because the spots where I'm laying it down, I can guarantee that those will just be this color. good amount. I'm going to lift it up so you can see. It's upside down, I realize, but you can see how I have the ink on here. This ink will be permanent after it's heat set. So what you do to heat set it on the fabric is you let it dry completely, and then you just take a hot iron and go over it for 3 or 4 minutes. I always put something in between the fabric that has the ink on it and my iron, like another thin tea towel or a piece of parchment paper. Go over and over and over on cotton for 3 or 4 minutes, and then it is going to be permanent. The only issue with these tea towels is the little skirts that we're making. Otherwise, they'll be completely washable and usable. Just have them for a season and then, you know, toss them and make something for the next season coming up. So you can see how quick this comes together. I mean, it seriously could not be easier. And I'm going to apply my ink, look to make sure that I haven't missed any areas, and then I'm gonna stop. Because what a lot of people do is they just continue going over and over and over their stencil. And what that does is it causes the fabric to absorb more of the ink, and then it sort of spreads it out. And it gives you blurry stencil lines. So I don't want that. And also there's a risk that you'll mess it up. So try to resist the urge to continue to go over and over and over it. Once you get it covered solidly, look over the whole thing. You can even lift up a corner and peek. And then stop. Okay, so I'm just looking, and I'm taking off the really thick blobs that I have here and there. I don't see any areas that I missed. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. And let's just pull up. Oh yeah, it looks cute. Let's see, which way do I want to go? I guess I'll go this way. No, I want to go side to side because I'm afraid I'm going to get the tea towel folded over on itself and smooch it. Oh my gosh, that's super cute. I'll show you in just a second. I'm throwing my stencil face down in a little tub of water. And then when I'm all finished here, I'll just go into the kitchen and rinse it and lay it on the counter to dry. So look how cute that is. Isn't that darling? And can you see how, like on the lips, you can see how it has the different colors of green, and on the shamrocks? And I think that just adds a lot. So the one thing you're learning here is that you can combine colors on a stencil, and that it can turn out super cute, like this one just did. The other thing is, I want you to notice how much of that ink went through to the paper towel, and that's why it's good that I wasn't like right on my craft desk. This fabric is thin, and so more fabric, more of the ink goes through it. If it's a thicker, tighter weave, then not as much will go through. Okay, so the next thing is I finished this tea towel before we went live, so we could do the next step on this one. And it's pretty much the exact same technique. I don't know, they're both super cute. And let me put my inks over here so I don't accidentally bump them or something. Okay, so like I said before, the little, at my Target in the dollar spot, which is at the front of the store, they have things that are $1, $3, and $5. And this was the little tag that was on, I think this one. It's a pet. It's a tutu for a dog is what it is. Okay, I thought that was super cute. For $3, I'm like, okay, I can do something with that. And then this one was also at Target, and it was 2 layers thick, and I cut it apart. This one was $3 also. So what I did, let me just show you with this one. Let's see, where's the seam? Be on the lookout for stuff like this because you can make some really cute things. So I just cut right next to the seam here. All the way down. And let's cut off the ticket or the tag also. This skirt had more fabric, so it was really a better buy, but the fabric, this tulle on this one's cuter, I think. So anyways, that's the first thing I did. And then it has elastic on it, so I'm gonna cut that off. You don't have to be super neat as you're doing this. Just try to get up as close to where the elastic is as possible. So be on the lookout for things that you can use for your crafts to do something extra. For things that you don't use the way they were intended. Like, I mean, you could certainly make a super cute dog tutu with these, use these, but there's lots of other things that you could do. Okay, so this is what I ended up with. And then, let me move my tea towel out of the way for a second. And then this is the other piece of it. So I'm folding this thing over and I'm gluing it on where the seam for the ruffled tulle is. And I'm using my Cool Shot low temperature glue gun. The brand is Surebonder and it's called a Cool Shot, but I'm using the glue today. And this is just a mini. It was about $8 or $10. You can get it at Hobby Lobby, at Walmart, all over the place. I'm using the fabric mini glue sticks for this project so that it could be washed if you want to. Okay, so I got started on this before I came live, and I'm just going to run a bead of this glue along the edge where the tulle is gathered. You guys are going to think I'm completely obsessed with tulle. I have another project to show you that we did last week in case you missed it. And I'm not. I'm just having fun. That's the point of crafting, right? I'll pull all the strings off when we're done. Okay, so this is what my hem looks like. It's not super neat, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be attached to the tea towel. This was, these were 2 of the projects. Where's the baby onesie? That we made last week. Also using this was a little tutu that I found for $5 at Walmart, and I made this Easter bag in case you missed that. So I did not use these for the thing that they were intended to be used for, but I saw them and I recognized, oh, that could be super cute. Okay, so the next thing is we're gonna attach it to this tea towel that is already dry. And then in a few hours, I'll heat set the ink on here, so it'll be completely permanent. And I have enough left just from this one skirt to do the other one. Plus I still have this. So pretty good deal. All right, this is not quite long enough to go the whole length of looking to see what do the ends look like. Let's cut those a little bit neater. It's not completely long enough to go the whole length of the edge of the tea towel, but that does not matter. I think I'm going to cut this seam off right here. Okay. And let's figure out what the center is right here. And I'm going to just lay this down right underneath the center of my my stencil. Okay. And for this one, let's see, let's glue it up just a little bit, like maybe an inch up from the bottom, roughly. I have been busy today. I made some baby gifts. I have been working on this project. I've been assembling the blessing bundles that I'm going to be giving away here shortly. Whoops, I'm gluing it to my cardboard. That's not good. Look at this. Oops. I might have to use my blow dryer or my heat gun to heat that up a little bit to be able to pull that off. Did not think about that. So anyways, I will be live again in a little while today to talk about the blessing bundles that I've assembled. And of course, I always think they're awesome, but this one's going to include those table runners that we made. I'm keeping one for myself. I'm keeping the plain or carrot one to go with the stuff I made last year. And then I'm giving away the other two. I want to bless somebody with those. And I want to get them out soon so that, you know, you have time to enjoy them. Whoever's hands they land in, you have time to enjoy them before Easter has already come and gone. But you can always use them next year too. So look for me later today for that. Okay, hold it up and show you what it looks like. It's pretty cute. It really is. This would be so cute hanging on a stove. And I'm not a big St. Patrick's Day person. I'm not Irish. I don't like the lucky business, but I think this is fun. I don't see anything. It's just fun and silly. I don't see any issues with this for me personally. So I would hang this in my kitchen. And St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner, so I probably will. So I'll heat set it. I'll be making the other one, and I'll probably use part of this to do that one, but I have to wait for it to dry. And so anyways, if you want to look at this stencil, it's called Irish Kisses and Shamrock Wishes. I put a link down here. It says my Heidi's website, and there's a green heart and a shamrock on either side. You can just click on that, look under the stencils. There's a whole bunch of different sizes, just so you know. So you can filter that to see the different sizes. And then what we used today was ink. Ink is what you need whenever you're going to be working on a fabric that could potentially need to be washed, because you cannot make chalk paste permanent on fabric to be able to be washed. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you liked this idea and that it started some wheels turning, that when you're out and about and you see something for just a couple of dollars, that you maybe wouldn't use it for the thing that's it's intended to. Like I probably wouldn't put these tutus on my dogs. They would not be happy. Although it would be cute, wouldn't it? But to think outside of the box of the things that you can make. And I always love, you know, if you're gonna make a tea towel, do something extra. And I think that the little tulle skirt made out of a dog tutu is just the perfect extra for it. Anyways, thanks for joining me. If you guys have questions, let me know. Thank you to everybody who sent me stars. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. If you have questions, let me know. If you like this craft or anything else that we do here at DIY Dreaming, feel free to sprinkle if you would like to. And I will be back again in a little bit to tell you about the blessing bundles. Okay, see you later.